Hello, and welcome back to Vintage Story, where today, well, the intro's gonna be a little bit on the short side because I am in a race against the clock. I have an entire cellar full of mammoth meat, and all of that, ooh, butterfly, and all of that is slowly rotting, sure, slowly but surely. And in roughly 5 to 6-ish days, I will have just nothing but rot to show for all of my efforts. So I need to preserve it. And here we go, some copper bits. And there's a few ways to preserve meat. A normal red meat is pretty simply just cook it in a stew and there's the copper. You just put it in a stew, put that in a crock, seal it up with fat to make it last even longer. Bada bing, bada boom, you're in a very good position. And I realize, okay, you know what? Hit this. I'll just hold this torch. And simple as. However, I got a ton of bushmeat with that mammoth kill. And bushmeat, in vanilla, there's actually no way, poor quality, but beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, in vanilla, there is actually no way to preserve bushmeat. You just gotta cook it on a fire or in an oven and call it good. You don't really have any other choice. But with mods, I do have the ability to smoke bushmeat, and that will make it last a lot longer. But to smoke it, I need a tiny bit of infrastructure that I had neglected to build up to this point. And that would be the smoking racks required to smoke the meat. Now, two of the mods that I have do smoking, and they do them in a different way. One is just a tiny little like one block structure that you build with just a couple of planks and stones, and then just bundle up the meat in there, cook it in there with just a tiny bit of firewood, and it just gives you tons of smoked meat. That's from Primitive Survival, but the butchering mod actually adds a slightly more in-depth version of smoking where you actually have to make these big smoking racks. You put it above a campfire, have that go, and it will smoke the meat for you, which I think is the appropriate amount of effort in order to get, okay, here we go, native copper bits here as well. Like, I feel like that's the appropriate amount of work in order to get something as good as smoked meat. I mean, it's not like the best meat, but to preserve this stuff, it just feels like it flows a bit better. Like, if smoking was implemented in vanilla, I feel like it would be done in the butchering way, and not the primitive survival way. The primitive survival way honestly feels a little bit cheaty, just how easy it is, so it's gonna make my life just a tiny bit more difficult to do it that way. That's medium quality. Oh. I heard that little sniff. Some kind of deer of some description around here. It'd be really nice if I could get like a nice rich deposit. But yeah, I probably won't go like far and wide looking for one. I just need as much copper as I can get in pretty much one night, because I'm on a ticking clock right now. Like, when I want to do a bit more metalworking, I'll probably go out, get lots of copper. But when it's just the scenario of... Ooh, almost missed some. When it's just the scenario of... I need enough for just a few meat hooks for smoking racks. Okay, right. Ooh! Yep, that is why you never mine up, and why I try to avoid that like the plague. Okay, shouldn't be too bad. I think there was one, yeah, one of you still left in here. There we go, didn't get crushed. So any day you don't get crushed is a good day. And let's just see if I can pile my way out of here. Come on. Sand is not the best building material for a little pillar. Well, I'm trying to get rid of this anyways, so that's why I'm using it all up like this. Just, yep, get rid of all that. Beautiful. Here we go, a little bit of a deeper deposit right here, but medium quality. Oh, on an unrelated note to what's currently going on, loading up the world today, I caught a bit of a scare whenever an error happened when I was loading it up, and it just would not load until I closed out the mod launcher and everything. Tried again. So that was a bit scary. I don't know what I'd actually do if this massive, like, house of cards of mods just came tumbling down or corrupted the world or something. I imagine there'd be something I'd be able to do to save it, but I probably just couldn't be bothered to do so. If something like that happens, I will let you guys know about it and maybe do something else. But for now, it seems stable enough. It seems whatever it was that was being holed up didn't last that long. You know what? We're gonna say, yeah, that's good. The rift activity still calm. Okay. This thing's gonna fall in a bunch, but let's see. Actually, first things first. Get rid of all those stones. Get you back up. Okay. Come on. No, come on. Just want you to stack up high enough for me to hop out. Okay, we can just do it the easy way. And then, you know what, let's just collapse a little bit of the sides into it. Because I don't like having massive pits. There we go, just a little bit. Make it a bit less awful of a pit. And come on, you can do it a little bit better here. There we go. See, now it's just reasonably filled in. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's pick you up and put you over here since you're being an issue. Let's just get all of this nice and changed out. You know what? It's gonna be painful for a second. We're just gonna drop all of this. Okay. Right. Pick you up. Get you down there. Boom, boom, boom. Lovely. Get these here like that. And we got to make a new fire right there. And oh boy, kind of dug into my basement a little bit. We're just gonna put some nice cobblestone there. And I don't think you'll fall in. Oh no, you actually did. Huh. Okay, let's pick you up, put you right here, get that there, and don't forget about this little corner. And doesn't that look so much nicer than having a dirt floor? Put you back, put you back. There we go. And I want to adjust the positioning of some stuff. I'll put you here, which is just a tiny bit annoying. Not the end of the world. Okay, we're gonna put in 4 of you. Now we have an actual fire pit. Take that back, put you there. Oh wait, that's my ceramic jug. Where's the crucible? Right there. Okay. Take you, put you on there, and let's see, we can make up to 4 ingots at a time. So let's just take all this and bop it. It's been a little while since we've had some good ore smashing. Beautiful. Look at all of that copper. I can probably get at least 2 full stacks out of this. Oh yeah, that should be plenty for my needs. Okay, it looks like last time I was lighting these up, I had... Oh, right, I remember. I had some quarter logs that were the wrong type, so I, Oh, why'd you go out? I had some quarter logs that were the wrong type, and I didn't have any real use for them, so I just stuffed them in here for firewood. Which, hey, if I recall correctly, they actually had half-decent burn times. These should be good enough for my needs here. Let's see, yeah, burn duration, 60 seconds. Meanwhile, like, aged firewood's 45 seconds, so... Oh yeah, those will do just fine, and... Why is there a dirt block in here? Okay, it must have glitched in whenever the gravity was happening on the soil there. Okay, are you done? Yes, you are. Okay. Let's get that going. Get you guys in these nice molds. I don't know exactly how much copper I need for the smoking racks I'm thinking of. But 4 might be enough? Or I might want to make more. Man, it's just looking colder out, man. It is not looking great. It's not just the, like, white on the trees. It just... It's like the atmosphere is just a little bit colder now. Alright, now we got our wonderful stews here. So put these in the crocks, and just stick a lump of fat in here, and now we can seal each of these. And I'll put them on the shelf downstairs, and they will last me quite a while. Now, am I wasting a significant amount of fuel? Kind of. I'll just move these out temporarily. Now, just put these over in the corner here, and then start on the next bit of cooking. Okay, you know what? I did have a little bit of an issue with drifters hopping over this table before, so I'm thinking now would actually be a good time to just move all the butchering stuff into the basement. In fact, I can move it to the same spot that I'm gonna put the smoking stuff in. So it can be all in nice one little place. And okay, you can move. How are the rot baskets doing? Got a little bit of rot in them, though the mushrooms are gonna last until spring by the looks of things. So I wonder... Hold up. Can I kind of just seal this in? That doesn't look half bad, actually. That secretly looks kind of good, alright. How are you guys doing? All of you are just about done. Excellent. Get you. Wasting a significant amount of fuel. Not really. Get you sealed up, and then you. And come on, you can do it. There we go. Get that sealed up as well. Yeah, as you can see, very easy to just seal up a bunch of crocs. And I can just get this wall lined up with stuff, and yeah, look at that. Fresh for 2.1 years. As opposed to, like, oh yeah, like 19, 20 days. Which, granted, that's like 3 months-ish with the time scale I'm on. But still, very significant. And at this point, I'm getting, yeah, down to the last bit of the red meat. Okay, dang, I kind of imagine this room being the, butchering room, the smoking room. I'm probably gonna have to work on that. I don't know what this room's gonna do. It's gonna do something. Who knows? We're just gonna put these here. Okay, let's just haphazardly, how do I access... Oh no. Okay, I'm back. It's control and then a number, not control and then F1. I have no clue what I actually did right there. I think I logged out and logged back into the world. That was kind of scary. Let's never do that again. Okay, skinning hooks. Are these different at all? For some reason they're rotated differently in my inventory, and it's weirding me out. But okay, we can put that there. Okay, I need to make a proper room for you. Right. But before that, let's look at our... Oh, it's raining. Let's see, your copper. Okay, it's cold now. We can put that in here, heat it up with, let's say, 3 bits of charcoal. Let's get that heated up. And while that's heating up, I can do a tiny bit of the groundwork for the room. Let's see, I only got 8 andesite cobblestone. I can increase that ever so slightly. Up to 22. Not much of an improvement, but I can at the very least maybe get the bits of the ceiling. Yeah. Get these up to code. Let's see, 22. And I'll replace this bit, even though it doesn't matter. Because I know it's there. If I know that there's a packed dirt block in there where no one can see, it'll bug me. Okay, you know what? Let's just get that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can just start on the 4. Yeah. There we go. And you know what? Let's also get a bit of a floor going through here with the last little bit there. Okay. Yeah, it leaves a lot to be desired still, but I'm working on it. Okay, that looks nice and hot. Let's work on it. Okay, I need those little hooks. Okay, copper hook 4. I'm feeling like this is gonna take 2 ingots, though it may just take 1. I don't know. We're gonna find that out. If it is 1 ingot, it is going to be like frame perfect. Like you can't waste any of these voxels by the looks of it. That's 1, 2 going there. I need 3 going this way. Okay. Go. Get you there. Okay, it looks like I'm only gonna need 1 ingot for each of these. So this is 4. So yeah, it's gonna take me... Actually, I think it's gonna take me all 4 ingots. Because don't I need like 16 total, something like that? Okay, yeah, so it looks like 4 is the exact amount. That's just for 1 rack. There we go, that's 4. Okay, time to do that 3 more times. Or 7 more times if I'm making 2 of these racks. And get you cooled off as well. That'll be 16 total. Then for smoking racks... Okay, I need resin, some sticks, 8 boards. Alright, easy enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would you look at that? Oh, I hear you, demon. Where are you? I heard you. Oh, in fact... Yep, there you are. You piece of crap. Yeah, get out of here. Let's see. Okay, rift activity's gone up to medium. Lovely. The smoking rack down here. Not the ideal room for it at the moment. But let's see. Ooh, I should have a supply of firewood down here, shouldn't I? If I'm going to have these smoking racks. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's see, that's a good chunk I can get out of the way very quickly. Let's see, I've never actually smoked meat using this method before, so this is going to be interesting. Oh, okay, place a lit campfire directly underneath to start smoking. Excuse me, give me that torch. Let's see. Okay, needs to be smoked for another... Okay, it only takes 4 hours. Which is no time at all, really, actually. That's... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that crisis is pretty much averted. Like, I can definitely get all this smoked just off of that. And the red meat, in fact, I'm already very close. Yeah, actually, just one more batch. And, so that'll be roughly 2 shelves worth. Yeah, roughly 2 shelves worth of crocks filled up and sealed. So, might not be like the crazy amount I was thinking of that'll get me through the entire winter, but will definitely see me through a good portion of it. Yeah. And the mushroom run was very successful because I've got so many mushrooms I'm just using for this. Yeah, even once the red meat's pretty much out, still a decent supply of mushrooms. So the food situation is looking pretty good. It's looking a lot better than it was before. It's a little bit scary. But now, the month displayed down there is a bit broken. But it is November 2nd. Actually going on November 3rd. And it looks like things are going well. Oh. What happened to the meat? Okay, it's still on there, it's just the model is glitched out. Interesting. Something's causing a collapse over there. Okay, now we have some smoked plain bushmeat, which lasts for nearly 3 years. Oh yeah, that is how you preserve some meat right there. Holy crap, right. Yeah, let's go from last... it's gonna last 8 days to it's gonna last, like, 2.5 years. Heck yeah. And actually, saturation... Oh yeah, it brings the saturation up quite a bit. Well, from raw bushmeat. I don't know what bushmeat looks like when it's just cooked normally. Forget exactly how much saturation that's got. But hey, 100. I mean, it's not the best. If I'm looking over at, like, what your average carrot... Yeah, it's equivalent to just, like, 1 carrot. But... I mean, hey, a good desperation meal. Now, when it comes to winter, desperation meals may be all you've got. You can't exactly be picky. Okay. What is that? Like something's banging against my wall over here. Kind of bugging me a little bit. Okay, yeah, get out of here. No one likes you. Ooh, okay, this is looking a little bit sketch again. Like, there's one more layer I'm gonna have to make even more fire clay. This thing's gonna cost me... I mean, roughly like 64 fire clay if I'm doing the math right here. Dang. I was kind of hoping to make 2 of these, but that might just be out of the question for now. I'd need quite a bit more clay and quite a bit more calcified, or whatever it is, calcinified, something something, flint, which is just an absolute pain to make. There we go, and it completely changed orientation right there. But alright, let's see, put this in the right spot. We've got a clay oven, which I don't actually have a good spot for right now. I didn't... you're in my little spot. I'll just leave that down here. I'll do something fun with it later. Alright, yeah, I can put stuff in here. In fact, you know what? You know what I could do, actually? Because I've got all the leftover... Yeah, red meat. I could just cook this up in there. And let's see, you should be done now. Yep, okay. Get all of that. Now, just a little bit more here. And you've got plenty of fuel to keep going. Let's see, leave you in there. Oh, wait. Need to eat up. And get that right there. Okay, something I can do. So the ovens function in an interesting way. You gotta put fuel in them first. And you know what, let's just put in the max 6. And then you light it up. You gotta preheat the oven. And then once the fuel is spent, then you can put items in it. And it can cook stuff like red meat or bush meat in kind of a normal manner. Interesting thing is you can like partially cook it, you can perfectly cook it, you can char it. Like if you just leave it in there, it's not good and it'll just be burnt. But the interesting thing is if you burn it, it preserves longer. So there is actually a reason to burn your food if you're just desperate to make it last a bit longer. Okay, right, these things are still, I mean, carrots are pretty hardy. These things should hopefully survive enough. Okay, the spelt, let's just get you right now. Oh man, I was just gonna get some wood, and now I'm having to deal with my crops I forgot about. The rye is all complete, and the rye is actually very resilient, so we'll have no problems there. Fights, I have to get the ones that are withered to get the seeds when it comes to vegetables. These onions... Honestly, at this point, I should just harvest these onions and just call it good. I think that would be perfectly fine and reasonable. But anyways, here we have the good old pine barren, where I always get all of my pine logs from. Yeah, I need to get more firewood in general to last me through the winter, just for heating the home. I need a bit, actually quite a bit for charcoal. And then I need a lot to put the finishing touches on the roof that I've been neglecting for in-game months at this point. Oh geez, okay, yeah. I was wondering why I was taking so long. Looks like it was chopping multiple trees. Pretty much use this axe till breaking, and then... Yep, there we go. You know what, how much does it have left? About 28 durability remaining. Who the heck? Okay, you get to die now. Now, you guys can just stop it. It'll be simple enough, just stick a, well, stick on the bottom of this thing. Not gonna bother using anything good on it when it's just about to break and it's an inferior tool. But I'm getting my money's worth out of it, okay? Oh jeez, I think I chopped the tops of multiple trees here. Whoops. Man, things really changed in just one day. Now, winter came in just hard. Got a good supply of wood from that trip. We're gonna see how long that lasts. Though I've gotta put away all of the crops I just got, and... Didn't I have flax down there I was doing something with? Jeez. That's what I get for trying to plant so late in the season. Just asking for winter to completely destroy them. Okay, spelt. Oh wait, no, this is a different kind of spelt. Okay. You can be put right there. I did get some flax grain. I'm gonna put that away. There. Okay. Okay, looks like I'm getting a combination of rain and snow. Yeah, it's right at the edge of the temperature for it. And oh yeah, we're getting ice all over the lake here. Didn't I have... Yes, okay. I have some soaked linen straw. I need to just clean it with fresh water. I think I just dunk it in a barrel and that'll do the job. And I can get some flax fibers out of this. Always so much going on. Let's just... There we go. Need to crumple it. Don't you just love flax? It's kind of funny. The art of growing mod, as much as it makes things a little bit more tedious, it is kind of neat how it just makes it such a drawn-out process for flax in particular. It's something you already need quite a bit of. Let's see. Right, I can use the ridge on it, which I've got here. You're still drying, aren't you? Yeah, you're still drying. Let's see. Oh wait, no, I need to have this in my offhand. Have you here, and I'll sit down. The off chance that makes it bit less of a process. And boom, flax fibers. So add that to the pile over here. Which is pretty significant, largely just from monsters and dealing with them. But I've got a not insignificant amount of flax twine might be able to do something with in the future. Oh boy, the concern right now is the roof. And okay, this is going to be a little bit of a process, but if I'm recalling correctly how I made this house in the first place. Let's see, hammer, axe, and I will have debarked logs. Let's just do that. Alright. And then put them all together. And I can get pine debarked quarter logs, which is, yeah, it's what all my stuff here is made out of. So get all of that. Okay, I didn't even need the saw. So I'm now hearing a lot of... Jeez! Get out of here. Go on, get! Okay, I think they spawned on my roof and just tried to assassinate me as I walked outside. Ugh. Okay, now I can get started on giving this place a proper roof and getting actually... do I need these to be like that? Yes, okay. And then getting all of these walls up to standard by getting up to the actual roof. In fact, yeah, it'll just be easier if I attach them to the roof like that. Now, all of these can be sealed up as their own rooms. A little bit more. And would you look at that? Okay. Now here comes the fun part. where I'm gonna actually make this roof look nice. So let's see, let's do the bedroom as a proof of concept. What I want, go boom, 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 and then like that, and then just fill it in, ignore all of the groans of drifters. And you might be looking at this and going, this looks a bit cramped, doesn't it? In fact, you can't even walk over your moose pelts in peace. And you would be correct. You'd also be correct in saying, well, this seems a bit too high. Well, I've got a solution to that, because we have the handy-dandy chisel here. I can go, you know what? I'd like it if this was, a half block higher, let's say. So, let's just do that real quick, shall we? And then, in fact, I can keep it like this on the edges, so it looks all nice. Let's see. Do that. Keeps these bits hanging out just a little bit for some 3D kind of detail. Ignore all the horrible noises. It's only medium activity, and yet I'm hearing so much stuff outside. And now look at this room. Like this. This is looking really nice. It's got a little bit of detailing on it. The roof isn't too low, it's not too high. Like, this is what I've had in mind since the start, and the entire house is now gonna look like this, minus the fact that I need a lot more wood. And where the heck did you just come from? Okay, it's a little bit rough around the edges, but I think things are coming around very nicely. Got the well water here. We have the nice little forge, which now has a proper cobblestone floor. The fencing could maybe use a tiny bit more, but honestly, just a little bit that just prevents me from getting shot at from this angle at the very least. Inside, we got the beginnings of the proper roof that I always had in mind. Like, in here, in the bedroom, looks very nice indeed. In fact, you know what? Where's Cultured Tavern? Which one is that? You. I'm just gonna play you in there. And you can kind of see what I have in mind. The cob roof, all of the slanted roofing insides, which there was a particularly glitchy bit that was like right here where you could see a bit of the outside or like the exterior grass and snow. Having a roof like this just completely covers it up, which is just beautiful. And yeah, this is part of what I mean by the chisel is just one of the best things in this game. It allows for so much, and it is what you will be doing quite a bit with in the winter when you have all the extra time. I've got the oven here. I'm gonna need to make a proper table to do some work with. There's still plenty to do, though the food supply is looking quite a bit better than before. I mean, okay, the basement's still in complete disarray, because I just haven't gotten enough stone to make everything work out. But we're smoking, that's the second to last bit of the bush meat. Yeah, I don't even have 16 left over here. But this stuff's gonna last quite a while. In fact, let's just eat one right now, because why not? It's just 100 saturation. Let's see, got a little bit more vegetables. We have a huge supply of crocs that have been sealed. These are gonna last years down here. So yeah, these are, I mean, I'm probably gonna end up eating through these in the winter and then dig into these a bit, but yeah, and I've got plenty of space for even more food storage. Things are looking very good. Only thing I've got to do at the moment really is just getting those raw materials in terms of wood and stone to finish up the last details of the house and the basement. And at that point, I think things will be going very good for me. On that note, I think this is a good spot to stop things on. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.